I'll have to put on my lipstick. One moment, dears. That looks better. Hi, I'm your girl Tasha, and I'm here to talk about Pose that came on Sunday night on FX. Oh, that pink looks good. Baby, I've got to talk about Pose. I love that show. I think it is. Whatever. I dropped my lipstick. It's gonna be a total. It's gonna be a total hit. Sunday night, it was fabulous. I mean, Tara Ross, who plays Elektra, and Blanca. Oh my God, it was fierce. First of all, the show started. They were voguing, and I love the commentator. He reads for filth. So Blanca beat Elektra. She beat Elektra in the category. And then they came for Elektra saying that her outfit looked like something sticking out of a coffin because she got tens and won nine. And Blanca got all tens. So Elektra was beside herself. Then the Elektra, I like the way Pose is doing, where they're doing activism back in that time, the 80s, early 90s, which is my era. So I remember it so clearly. I'm not going to tell my age. But Blanca she's the activist. She's going to this bar and it's gay. It's lipstick. And she's going to this bar and they won't serve her. It's a gay bar. But because she's transgender, and then at that time they weren't calling it transgender, they won't serve her. They're saying the name of the club was Boy Lounge. So they call the cops. The security threw her out. I mean, and she keeps going back, determined that they're going to serve her a drink, which I love. Blanca runs her house so lovely. One of the guys in her house that got thrown out of his house, he met a guy and he was asking Blanca for advice. And she was telling him, don't give up your goods unless it feels right. Use protection. If she had it all to do again, she would make better choices. Because, of course, she's HIV positive, but she's not saying anything to anybody. But she really runs her house with a iron fist. She made sure he got into this prominent dance school, and he went on a date and she gave him the time. One of the members in her house went on a date with this guy and she told him what time she wanted to be in. Really wonderful. And since she left Elektra's house, Elektra is evil with her. They're kind of like enemies now. But I think it's some love there because Blanca got thrown into jail, and of course she got names called after she went to the bar, and they threw her out, and they arrested her, and she was in the pen. And then they called her and said she had gotten bailed out, and come to find out it was Elektra. So of course she had to pay. It came with the cost. Elektra told her that she had to let her win the next upcoming ball. Elektra just couldn't take it because she had all these trophies, and Blanca won a trophy. And so Elektra was like, well, I got you out of jail, so that was the deal. So Blanca went along with it, but she couldn't stand it. Then we have Angel. Oh, wow. Angel met this Caucasian guy. He really likes her. He's married. And he was jealous because he went to look for her, and they told her that she was working at Show World down on 42nd Street in Manhattan. Oh my God, it brought back so many memories for me, 42nd Street and Show World. And so Elektra, no. Angel was working in there, and the Caucasian guy that likes her went there, and he was putting money in the slots for the thing to come up and her to talk. They were talking, and he was jealous, telling her he didn't like her doing this kind of work. So he got her an apartment with the keys, and of course, since he's married with a child, he told her that that's all he could offer her, but he wanted her to have a roof over her head, food. So, in a way, he's a sugar daddy. But he really likes Blanc. He really likes Angel. That touched me because he really feels for her. His wife is boring, and she's one of those typical nagging, spoiled Caucasian housewives, and he really likes this girl. So he's moving up in the company, and his boss told him, well, just don't get a divorce. And the boss asked to explain what type of woman she was. And he said she was Puerto Rican. Of course, his Caucasian boss says, well, that's not my particular choice, but enjoy it. So then they had the ball scene. They turned it. The music is just taking me back. It's from the 80s and 90s. The music is just taking me back. And Dominique, who plays Elektra, she really plays that role to the T. She is a real bitch. But Blanca is kind of calm with hers. She can be a bitch, but she's calm. And Elektra's upset because Blanca left her house to start her own house. So it's beef right there. But I think that when Elektra bailed Blanca out of jail, it was some love there because Blanca was in her house and once was her children. But Blanca, it seems to be more into activism also, as well as the ball scene. Elektra's just all about the ball scene and winning trophies. Then you have the dancer, the guy who got thrown out. He met somebody. At first, when he didn't show up for a date, the guy was mad, and he was talking to a transgender woman, and they got jealous, and they're talking. So then he took him to the first ballet or whatever. But I think he might get in trouble because the next week, I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know if he snuck in there or whatever. But his teacher really loved his dancing, and she took him to his first ballet, recital or dance. I love it. Ryan Murphy has done a beautiful job with the story of the LGBT community and of color, the story being told, and actresses and actors that are actually trans and gay. It's not mainstream playing, so that makes it really more interesting. And the ball scenes, and some of the scenes are like you could tell it was like from when Paris is Burning was made, that era. And but it just brings you back. But the story is told. But the stories have actors that are like us, LGBTQ, which makes it perfect. And then you have, after Bianca, you have Angel's with this guy, and it's so nice to see a guy that likes her. Okay, he's married, but he really likes her. She's fun, and he really got upset with her. And then seeing the ballroom scene, the dancing and the voguing. I mean, wow. I can only say I've only been to 2 balls in my lifetime. I never was really into the ball scene, but I love the voguing. I always wished I could vogue. Honey, if you paid me $1 million, I couldn't vogue. Those children can vogue, honey. And it's just amazing work. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful show, I think. I love it. I don't see anything wrong. I love the story that's told. I love that it's by our community telling the story for a change, not actors or actresses playing the role or transgender. They're looking like men, getting men to play women. These are actually transgender women. So it just really makes it more enjoyable, and it really tells the true story. And I love it. And I think that a lot of you who are especially from the ball scene will love it too. It's wow, it just takes me back. So I'm trying to think, I really should have wrote it down, but I'm trying to think of anything else that was very important. Yes, I said about Elektra. Oh, she's a real bitch. And Blanca and Angel, what they're going through, and how Blanca is so strict with her house. She wants them to really be somebody. She wants them to have a job. She tells them, you're not lying to me. She really shows that she loves and cares about the people in her house. Unlike Elektra, Blanca was talking to one of Elektra's people in the house, and they were backstabbing her, talking about her. You know how the children are two-faced and all that. So she really didn't like Elektra, but she was just there while they were in this bar trying to get served a drink, and they didn't want to serve her because they were transgender, calling them men in drag back then. That's what they did. So this show, I'm really impressed. It takes me back, and I hope you all watch it because it's amazing. I can't stop talking about it because it brings back so many memories for me. I was never in a house, but I was in that era, and I remember some of the legends that walked. I used to see them at 42nd Street, and I used to chat with some of them. Octavia St. Laurent, Angie Extravaganza, to name a few that I knew of. So it was really nice. Hector the father, Hector Extravaganza. Jose, just, knowing them in passing, hello. It was really nice to, see this show and it taking you back in time, and the music. Because, baby, they don't make music like they do now. So just listening to the old music just takes me